There are few jobs that hold more importance than the ones pertaining to our national government. Considering the immense friction in our current government, it is up to the upcoming generation to fix what is in the process of being broken. Without informed people willing to assume the responsibility of picking up the wreckage of today's administration, we are sure to fall back into the chaos we are currently in. People who have a passion for law and helping others need to focus their talent on helping people, who in times like these need it most on as large of a scale as possible. This being said, I would like to one day be part of our nation's recovery by living my dreams and becoming the constitutional lawyer in the United States Senate. How many of you are concerned on the current governmental situation we have under the Trump administration? Who here wishes they had a more direct say in what was going on in our country? Today I'm going to discuss what it means to be part of the United States Senate and why I feel that I want to be involved in the lawmaking process. First off, being a member of the Senate is a hard but rewarding career. There are many different roles you take on working in Congress besides being a lawmaker, such as a debater and a public speaker. You have to be able to connect with the audience and make them feel they can trust you to represent them. You also have to be comfortable living and being criticized in the public eye for most decisions you make. There are some benefits, however, such as being able to have more direct hand in how you feel the country should be run. It is also a very physically engaging career that has many personal benefits for someone who likes to be moving around and traveling. I feel as though the benefit of helping people who are usually forgotten is worth the ridicule a lot of politicians receive for the decisions they make in office. Secondly, getting people who are minorities to join the lawmaking process is imperative to getting proper representation for all people in the United States. I feel it is the duty of minorities with a passion for law to join local, state, and national governments. We need people who represent all types in our society to make sure that everyone is properly represented and protected from continuing discrimination that happens in our country. For example, WhiteHouse.gov recently released information regarding the Trump administration's travel ban against people from Muslim countries, or the administration's executive order which focused on protecting religious liberty, which allows open discrimination against gay people when issuing marriage licenses due to its conflicting with people's personal religious beliefs. These are just two examples showing that without any person defending the rights of minorities, they can easily be taken away. As a Latino man who is part of the LGBTQ+ community, I can represent people who otherwise do not usually get to see themselves properly represented and protected in Congress. According to PewResearch.org, Hispanic people are on the rise in politics, right now being at an all-time high for Latin people, taking up 39% of all seats in Congress. On the contrary, though Latin people are on the upswing, according to Senate.gov, there are only 2 people in the history of the Senate to come out as gay. One being by the name of Tammy Baldwin, who is currently serving, while the other retired in 1995. Representation for minorities is imperative to getting their say into the way their government is being run and keeping them from being discriminated against by the law. Lastly, I want to get the chance to exercise my debating and arguing skills and use them for the greater good. I have a great amount of skill in debating and communicating my opinion, and I would like to get to use those in my professional career, preferably for something important. People who work in the Senate are constantly debating and discussing new bills and legislations. According to my personality test, it said I was an ENTP, which is literally called the debater, as I was described as someone who likes active competition and new things, something that is very prevalent in a career in Congress. Senators have to use skills such as active communication, debate, quick thinking, and compromise to find a solution that best suits everyone. By using this ability to help people who do not have a voice, I can use my talents to benefit people in need. I want to be able to help myself and have what I want, which is mental stimulation and active engagement, while still helping others. I've discussed many points regarding why I would like to one day be part of the United States Senate. First, I spoke about what it takes to be in the Senate and why it is a demanding but rewarding career. Second, the representation in the Senate and why there needs to be more diversity. Third, why I feel like I could be of use in the Senate and how I could potentially benefit others. The lives of all people rely on a good and moral central government. To quote from former President John F. Kennedy, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." I have taken those words to heart all my life and wish to be the change I want to see in my country.